Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel. This is for yet another channel and I'm going to be doing a reading for you about your career and finances. So let's see what the tarot card has to say to you about your career and finances. Alright, let's go. Three of Cups. Let me shuffle again just one more time. Oh, you have the Queen of Wands popping up for you, Gemini. And then Nine of Cups. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. And then the Five of Pentacles. Alright. Okay, Gemini. This is your reading for your career and finances at this time. You have the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Very, very prominent in this reading, as well as the Three of Cups and Nine of Cups. And then you have Five of Pentacles. So I'm seeing a lot of fiery energy. I'm seeing a lot of go-getter energy. I'm seeing a lot of ideation stages, but building. So there is most likely a project that you have built upon. I'm seeing a lot of flourishment. Is that a word? Flourishing. So you're flourishing, and there's a lot of community in your reading. There's also quite a bit of waiting. You are in a wait period with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. There's this element of waiting, lying in wait for something to come to you. I haven't put in the work, and the work that you've put in is the Knight of Wands energy, where you are just gearing and rearing to go, where you have to kind of take it in a step-by-step way. Don't rush too much, but at the same time be packed and ready, have that Boy Scout ready to go at any time mode, right? Be prepared, essentially. So this reading is telling you to be prepared and expect the best, prepare for the worst. With the Five of Pentacles, you have your finances. Maybe there's something that you have done that has drained your pockets. So there might be a project. I'm saying that with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Wands, as well as the Queen of Wands, I'm saying that you have worked on a project. There's a project that you have worked on that has led to a drain in your pocket with the Five of Pentacles. But this project also is what is bringing about a new change, a necessary aspect of your business. So there's something that you have to go for a particular, maybe you have to get a particular license. It could be acquiring a license, and the process of getting the license or the license itself is quite expensive. But having that license will help your business get to the necessary ladder upward, right? And for you to be able to upscale. So that's what I'm saying here. And with the Three of Cups, like I said earlier, it's something to do with community and celebration. But you have quite a moment of wait, but with anticipation of results that are valuable and essential to you. Because with the Nine of Cups energy, you have this, you are in a restive state as well. You're very much in a restive state. It could also mean for some of you that the money that you invested with the Five of Pentacles, with the Five of Pentacles energy showing up for you, it could be that there's some money that you've invested. It could be stocks, it could be fixed deposit, it could be fixed income, it could be something of the other that you have. It could be mutual funds, it could be just a long-term investment that is yielding gradually. It's not like a rapid yield or a rapid growth. It's just a gradual growth, but you are assured, you are certain, you have this essence of certainty in your reading that what you have sowed, you will reap, and you will reap very soon. And that is your current career and money reading. And with the Knight of Wands, because I'm feeling here that the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands is showing that there's something that you're doing, and there is a certain level of drive that you have. There's a certain level of go-getter attitude that you have, but you need to have this or it might be that you have already had it with a group of friends, a group of people that you've worked on this project with, or it could be that there's something coming in that you have to collaborate with others on in order to move forward, in order to get to the finish line, right? And it could also mean that you are at this stage in the project or at the stage of your career where you have gotten to the peak, right? But you need something to tide you over, you need something to take you to the next level. And the only way for you to get this thing is to find community within your environment or become a part of a group. You might have gotten invitations to participate in a program, or you might have gotten. I'm seeing here that it has to just do with community, people of like minds. So you need to move with like-minded individuals so that you are able to grow, so that what is in your mind, what is in your soul, what is the thing that is driving you, are able to achieve it faster than you think. And the way to do that is to tap into the community that is around you, but is something that you have to be quite passionate about, right? That's what I see here. What is this? What is this community about? Okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles popping up for you. And then this card also, Ten of Swords. Is the Ten of Swords supposed to be here? Let's see. Why is the Ten of Swords popping up? Sometimes we need additional clarity on things that have come and things that are here and things that are going to be. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Okay, so you have the I was wondering why you have the Knight of Wands showing up for you, and then right there, and then the Knight of Pentacles shows up. This is, like I said, steady growth. This has to do with being steady. This has to do with being steadfast. This has to do with being very conscious of what you do and how you do what you do. So with your career now, like I said earlier, you have gotten to the peak of your career and you're moving on to the successive stage, or you might end up being a successor. You might be bidding for a position in your company, maybe to be part of the board or part of the management team. And you should be mindful of not rushing too much into it without looking at all your aces, and do not show people all of your aces. That's where the Ten of Swords is showing up for you. Do not tell people your plans without having known how you execute it, because if they call you in and say, okay, show us what you got with the Eight of Pentacles, I just flew from my hands, flew from my fingers right on top of this. Okay, when people tell you, oh, come and show us what you got to be able to be prepared. Boy Scout, right? Be prepared to show what you've got so that it doesn't turn on its head, so that you don't repeat the same cycles that you moved away from. So, and be careful that you do not entangle yourself with people that don't want your good, because you can see with the Nine of Pentacles, you're already at the successive stage. It is yours to get already, but be very careful that it doesn't flip and at the last moment turn to a nuisance energy. I don't know why that word came up, but don't be a nuisance. Try not to be a nuisance. Just be steady. With the Knight of Pentacles energy showing up for you. Keep at it. Keep doing what you're doing. Be steady and steadfast. Be passionate. Know who you roll with. Be collaborative. Be open to collaboration. Be open to suggestions. This has to do with a lot with your career in terms of maybe what you've been doing so far, Gemini, is being quite a bit of standalone, but this is telling you be open to collaborations and be mindful of not rushing headlong into something without having a plan in place or a strategy in place. So strategize, and if you have to re-strategize and ensure that you are standing on a solid foundation. So you have all your documents in place, you have all the legalese done right, you have all the people that you need to back you, all your references reachable. So if you need someone to reach out to your reference, you need them to be reachable. So it might be time to refresh your reference list so that the people that are going to be available to reference you are the ones that are actually reached out to, not someone that has been out of touch or that you've been out of touch with. You understand? So you kind of need to also renew your cycle or rejuvenate your cycle as well. So let's see what the Oracle deck has to say about your. Should we pick that? Okay, the return home. I was gonna ask, this Oracle deck is always so ready to speak, right? Okay, so I was gonna ask the Oracle deck what it has to say about your career and finances, and it's telling you about the return home. That is what popped out for you, and it said, what wisdom have you gathered? How will you integrate it into your daily life, right? So that is why strategy is very important. So, like in the beginning of this reading, I did tell you that you have a very restive energy here with the Nine of Cups and the where are the cards now? They're right in front of me, but somehow okay, you have a very restive energy, right? With the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Wands as well. You have a very restive energy, and it's still showing up for you with the Queen of Pentacles, right? And so this return home is telling you that you are in a place of rest, you are in a place where you can find peace and you can grow, because home is where you're comfortable, home is where you can build, home is where you can breathe, home is where you can be naked and be okay with it, home is where you can be vulnerable. So this in your career, maybe vulnerability would do now as part of your strategy. So in collaborating with people, like I did say earlier, you've been a bit one man, like a showmanship, just you and you alone doing all of the roles and playing all of the roles and parts, right? But this is time for you to be vulnerable and allow people in so that they can help you. And it might be that the people that you've been working with, like I said, about the referees and the references that you've had that you've put up on your resume, and you've told them, oh, I have these people that will be my backers, but you've been out of touch with those backers, so you don't know if they're still going to back you up, or it could be that there's something happening in their lives and they've not been able to come through for you. That is no fault of theirs. You either have to reconnect with them to ensure that they are in a good place so that they can come through for you, or you have to make the hard decision of letting them go and actually getting people in your corner, in that little corner of your house, to ensure that you can commune with them and work with them and brainstorm with them so that everything comes to the best results for you. So this is the aspect of using the wisdom that you have, using the expertise that you have in your job, with the Queen of Pentacles showing up for you here, and the Knight of Pentacles is showing that you need to be very steadfast and stable. So you are, and it's basically saying you need to be very grounded at the same time. So yeah, that groundedness is what will help you get the results that you're seeking with the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Wands as well. So this is quite a good reading for you, Gemini. It's basically telling you that there's a lot to expect in terms of your project, that the results are great, but it's also telling you to merge with the right people, like-minded individuals that will help you get beyond the goalpost or score the goal. Basically, it's so far so good. And let's see if there's any other message that the Oracle deck wants to tell Gemini about their career and finances. Okay, this popped out for you. The Mirror's answers. You know what you need to do. What truth about yourself have you finally accepted? How has this shaped you? And if you look at it corresponding with the return home, it's basically saying, what wisdom have you gathered and what truth about yourself have you finally accepted? So it's a union of you have the mirror in your home, basically, and how will you integrate the wisdom that you've gathered into your daily life in terms of the return home, the oracle card that popped up for you. And then if you look at the other side of it with the mirror's answer, where Next question in it says, how has this shaped you? So if you're integrating the wisdom that you have gathered into your daily lives and knowing the step-by-step process strategy, and you look at the people that you have around you to ensure that you are able to back them as much as they back you, that is basically accepting the truth and coming to terms with your reality and being able to move forward and know that the waiting period, yes, with the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups that showed up for you, the waiting period is not going to be too long, because with the Nine of Wands, although you have the waiting period there for you, it is something that is showing that there's potential of reward, and it's good reward, is high reward, with the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So you have a lot of money going on for you. You have a lot of results. This is quite a lot of cards showing that the money is good, your money is good, but it might feel like a trickle at this moment because good things take time to grow. So it's just the seed that you have planted, and it's showing up. Look at this, the seed that you've planted is coming and growing and yielding for you. So that's it for your reading, Gemini, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.